Hi friends, this is Linda Hicks with Scrap Stars Paper Crafting. Welcome to my craft room. Today we are going to make a 2-page layout using Perennial Lavender. So let's get started. I'm so glad you're here. This is the last of the Perennial Lavender layouts that I'm going to do. This is the last Sunday, so here we are. And so this one I did live earlier because I was trying to download it for YouTube and it wouldn't download. So some of you may have seen this before, but for some of you this will be new. And this is the last of the 3 Perennial Lavender layouts that I've done. So in the paper pack of that beautiful paper, I'm getting out this one, and on the back side is this really pretty mottled purple with different shades of lavender, and then on this side is this really pretty strips of lavender, and I'm going to use this side. It's a little busy, but I think I'm going to make it work with some busy paper. So I've got 2 sheets, and they are going to be my base pages. And then, so let's do 1 page at a time. I'll put this one over here. Oh, like it really matters. I'm so funny. All right, then the next piece I'm going to grab is another busy piece. On the back is the mottled green, as you can see. I love that color, and with, you know, I love that. Isn't that pretty? It's just, you can use that on so many things. But I'm going to use this side, and just so you know, let's move this so we can get our cutting range measurements. This is 6 by 12, and I cut it so that the flowers are going up and down like this. Then the other pieces that I'm going to use, and I cut 2 of those, so you only need 1 sheet, just cut it in half at 6 by 12. Oh, I got things flying all over here. All right, so then the other thing I'm going to use is I'm going to use this purple that matches this paper, and I'm going to cut it at 10.5 by 10.5. Let's keep it simple, right? So 10, oh, maybe not. Yeah, 10.5 by 10.5. Oh, got me worried there for a minute. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lay my base page down. That's very, very busy, but I'm going to cover it up a little bit just to give it your eyes some rest when you're making this. And we're going to center these purples. And I'm going to go ahead and just adhere them. So let me get my chair, my big old heavy chair here. All right, so I want to get the tips here too. There we go. So I'm going to center these. I'm going to put this on my measuring mats so that I can center it nicely. Okay, so we're going, this is 10.5 by 10.5, so we want to go 3/4 down and 3/4 across. 3/4 across and 3/4 down. So, and if you're like me, you can just eyeball it too, because that's mostly what I do most of the time. All right, so that looks really pretty. I'm going to do the same thing to this page. I'm going to go ahead and just put my adhesive on. And the one thing that you could do that I didn't do, and I told you about this on the last video, is if you wanted to save some of this pattern paper, you could gut this. And let me show you what I mean by gutting. I don't think I want to do that, but let's show you. I would take my paper trimmer and I would measure, I would put my paper in and I would measure it down about 2 inches so that it would be at 10 or even a little bit farther in. And I would start my blade, my cutting blade here, and then just cut out and then turn it again and cut down and turn it again and cut. And I would just put it like at 2, since this is 10.5, I would put it at 2 inches in so that I wouldn't have, it won't show when I'm putting my other layer on. And then you would have that big square to use for other papers. All right, so now back to doing this. Okay, I want my pattern going up and down. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna line this up again with this one. And we're gonna go down about 3/4 of an inch and over 3/4 of an inch. That looks pretty good. Let's make sure that looks really good. Okay. And there we go. So now I got my 2 pieces of paper down for my 2 pages. Now I'm going to take this really busy piece that complements this, but it's a little busier, and I'm going to put it over here. Now it's 6 inches, so I'm going to line it up at 3 and 6, so it goes right across the middle of my page. Isn't it fun watching me put adhesive on? It's too bad I can't like put this together quicker, but it is what it is. So now I'm going to line that up so that's straight across. And I'm going to do the same thing for this page too. I'm just going to line it up at 3 and at 9. 3, 9, and 3 on this page here. So let me make sure I got this lined up good on this one. And I'm going to bring this right to 3 and 9. And I'm going to put it right across and line it up on this side. Make sure I have my paper straight. There we go. That looks really good. Now for the fun. I have got some green glitter paper. Now you could use gold or whatever color that you think complements it nicely. And it looks like I'm missing one of my glitter. Oh, right here. Okay. So, and I'm going to just lay this glitter paper right along the 2 lines of these. I just think glitter adds a little something to your pages. It just adds a little sparkle, and it's so fun. And I cut these at 1/4 inch by 12. I'm just going to go ahead and line those right up and put adhesive on this one. So pretty. I just love a little bit of glitter on my pages. And I love this color too. It's a retired color, but I know there is a green that Stampin' Up sells. But you can, there's so many beautiful colors. Like if you could find a lavender, that would be really pretty, or even just a gold or even silver. Silver would look really good with this. So like I said, I'm just using up my stash that I have already available to me. So I'm just trying to use up papers that I have collected. And so I encourage you to do the same thing. Just use papers that you have and make something beautiful. Okay, so our last glitter piece is going to go on. I just think it doesn't take a lot. This is like just 1/4 of an inch on each side, and it doesn't take a lot, but it just adds something to it, I think. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put my pictures in, and this is for a 4x6. So I'm cutting this 1/4 inch larger. I want to make sure I'm in the camera. I'm cutting this 1/4 inch larger. So this would be 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and these are my mats. And I just kind of loosely put a little bit of adhesive. Now, some people leave these photo placement cards on there, and then they make like a double border where you have the green and the white. But that's up to you, however you want to do it. So this side, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this picture like right about, let's see, I think right about there. I think that looks really good. Okay, and then I've got this photo that is going to be 4x4, so I cut, but again, you can make this your own. This is the basic pattern for the page. If you wanted to have 6x6s, you could do a couple 6x6s here. You could even maybe move this over and squeeze in a 6x6 like this. So this is my pattern, but it doesn't mean that it has to be, you know, if it doesn't fit your photos, go ahead and do it so that it fits your photos. So I cut, because I'm doing a 4x4 photo in here, I cut this at 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then I'm going to just lightly put this on here. And then I'm going to adhere this down. Now I'm going to bring this down just a little bit here, just to give it a little interest, because I don't know, I just think that looks kind of cool. All right, so now I'm going to decorate my page. And I think I told you this, well, I know I have told you this before. I ordered these paper butterfly accents from Stampin' Up. They are so cute. You get like 8 sheets, and each sheet has 5 of these die cut butterflies, and they're just so delicate and pretty. They come white, so you can take, you can color them if you want, or you can leave them white. You could add Wink of Stella on there, make them a little shimmery. It's just a fun thing to have, and I think it goes so perfect with this paper. And the other thing I did to decorate is I used the die cut from Textured Floral stamp set. And the stamp set looks like this, but I didn't really use the stamp set at all. I'm just using the die cuts. And I've been using these die cuts for a lot of different things, because these dies came with this like fern type thing that looks like this. Let me pull this out so you can see it like that. And then it comes with this die, which I thought was really cool. And it looks like this, which I thought looked a lot like lavender growing. And then it also has this other cute little vine that I'm thinking I can use for a corn stalk. I don't know. I just like to use my things as much as I can for different projects. So I try to, when I look at what I'm purchasing, I look to see what all I can use this for. And I just thought this was a very useful one. Now there is a die that actually goes with a Perennial lavender, and it has lavender pieces that you can cut out and stamp also. So it's really a personal preference. I already had this, so I chose not to buy it because I thought this went really well with it. Now all these other dies are dies that go with the flowers and all of that. So anyway, all right, let's get my dies back in there. Okay, so I don't lose any of them. I really love this die set, and also the stamp set too. It's just a really pretty one. Okay, so now I'm going to do some decorating on here, and I'm going to take one of these green ones, and I cut a green one and a brown one, and I have a purple one, and I have a white one. I'm just going to kind of layer them to where I think it looks really pretty. And I think I want that white a little farther back. I think I'm going to do that, and then do this one here. And I cut these out of pattern paper that were scraps from this designer series paper set. So I think I'm going to just layer these like right here, and then I'm going to take one of these butterflies, and I'm just going to pop that up. Now I'll fussy with these a little later, but I think that looks really good, but I don't want to take up too much time just doing this. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add to this page, and I'm going to go ahead and put another 4x6, and again, I cut my border a 1/4 inch larger, so it's 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. I'm going to put this one here, and then I've got these little 3x3s that I'm going to use for my layouts, and I'm just going to stack them like this. I have one here, and put one here, and I want to get that even. So let's see how this last one goes. I like to put my first one in. You can put your middle in and then your first and your second. This time I'm going to put my first and third in and center my, because I want it to kind of have that little bit of a purple border. So there, I think that looks really good. And then I'm going to put, maybe I'll have it come over a little more too. I want to show some of that pretty paper off. And then I'm going to put this one on here like that. Now, the one thing that, and I'm going to try to line it up so it goes with this one here. Or maybe even a little taller. I don't know. That looks pretty good. Okay, and we're going to fussy with these a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to do another little flourish down here in the corner, and I've got like 3 of these really pretty. Got like another beige one from a scrap. These I cut all from scraps, and just have them kind of like going like that. Kind of fan them out a little bit. Put them like right here where they look, I think look pretty. I'm gonna put this one down here because of the contrast is a little better. Oops, getting stuck to my fingers. We're just sticking all over. Okay, oh, they're so delicate. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna put that right there, and then I'm gonna have my cute little butterfly going this way, I think, this time. What time? So he's gonna just kind of go there. So very, very pretty. So there is that. Now the last thing that I'm gonna do, and of course that would depend if you used a 4x6 and put that on here. I've already glued that down, but if you used a 4x6, I'm gonna put my title right here, but you could put your title right here. You could use your flourishes up higher and put your title down here. I just like it balanced so that it looks like it's going in a triangle kind of thing. So you could also put your title here. That would be a triangle, but I think that looks really balanced. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this series on the Perennial Lavender. And for next month, I said I was going to be doing the one with the airplane. I had it out to show you, but I will advertise it and join me. This is the last one of August, so we'll be starting September on Sunday, September the 1st. So hope you can come and join me there, and have a happy day.